In a world grappling with environmental challenges, we can find hope in indigenous knowledge. Rwanda's volcanic highlands offer a unique opportunity to restore degraded land. By utilizing traditional gardening techniques, we can transform barren plots into thriving ecosystems. Rwanda's ancestral gardening practices like contour terracing and local bamboo cultivation can renew fragile landscapes. This isn't just about nature, it's about community. The practice of Umuganda signifies collective responsibility, turning ecological restoration into a cultural initiative. Together, we can address climate change and promote social cohesion. Rwanda's volcanic soil is rich but vulnerable. Climate change has worsened soil erosion and nutrient loss. To create a sustainable sanctuary, we must halt degradation and foster biodiversity. Our sanctuary is built on principles that intertwine indigenous practices with ecological science. By focusing on regenerative design, we prioritize rebuilding soil and enhancing water cycles. We avoid petrochemical fertilizers, embracing biological nutrient cycling instead. Biodiversity acts as our safety net, enabling a resilient ecosystem. Let's delve into the techniques of traditional Rwandan gardening. Contour terracing takes center stage. This method conserves water and prevents erosion while maintaining community involvement. Indigenous bamboo is vital too. It stabilizes slopes, serves as a natural fence, and provides materials for construction. Planting bamboo along contour lines reinforces soil integrity and supports terraces. Drought-resistant succulents are strategically planted to combat dryness. These resilient plants reduce water loss and modify the microclimate. When combined with nitrogen-fixing plants, they enhance nutrient cycles and moisture retention. Rather than turning to industrial fertilizers, we embrace traditional composting methods. Layering green biomass, manure, and ash creates nutrient-rich soil. This fosters healthy microbial communities and supports terrace growth. Water harvesting features are also crucial. Rock dams and infiltration pits capture rainfall, enhancing soil moisture. Together with bamboo and vegetation, they create a cooler, more humid microenvironment. Intentional biodiversity is key to creating a self-sustaining sanctuary. Diverse plantings support pollinators and offer food and shelter. We focus on polycultures to mitigate pest issues while revitalizing traditional seed banks. Community stewardship through Umuganda brings everyone together. Participatory workdays strengthen bonds and promote knowledge sharing. Elders, youth, and women collaborate to design and maintain the sanctuary, ensuring intergenerational technique transfer. As we monitor and adapt our efforts, we learn and improve. We document changes to share knowledge within the community, empowering the next generation. The benefits of our sanctuary are profound. By rebuilding soil, we enhance carbon sequestration and restore vital soil functions. The microclimate stabilizes, allowing diverse species to thrive, while ecosystem services emerge naturally. The sanctuary doesn't just revive the land. It strengthens community ties and revitalizes cultural practices. Through collective efforts, we assert the value of our ancestral knowledge. Scaling this model requires adaptation to different contexts across Rwanda. We must prioritize equity in access to resources and decision-making power for all community members. In conclusion, transforming degraded land in Rwanda is both attainable and ethically important. By applying traditional techniques and nurturing communal ethics, we create regenerative landscapes. This harmonious blend of ancient wisdom and contemporary challenges offers a path to a sustainable future. Join us in this movement. Embrace the wisdom of the past for the landscapes of tomorrow.